Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of the New York Cosmos Creator Club series. You guys seem to really enjoy the first episode, so I thought, why just not continue with the second episode? We are about to start our first MLS game against Nashville, and this is our squad currently. As you might have seen in the first episode already, we have bought Sardis, Dani Alves and changed him to a centre mid, but he has gone down by our rating already. We also signed Loyodice and changed him from a CDM to a centre mid, and he also got a +1 rating. And we also signed Chiellini, who has gone down from an 85 rating to an 83 rating currently. The rest of the squad is still filled up with some youth academy or, well, basically just random generated players. But some players did stand out, just like Cameron, our right back, Campbell, our right mid, and Smith, our left striker. So we are just going to keep the same starting 11 as we did in the first match, in the first cup match it was. And let's see how we will face against Nashville. I did change a few sliders around, nothing much, but it was quite easy to win the first match and I want it to be a real challenge, even if we do have a few better players like Chiellini and Dani Alves. Here's Nashville on their first attack, but once again a great interception by Chiellini, who was of course very good in our first episode as well. And that's a great interception by Dani Alves, who has a great pass to Zardes. Jesse Zardes, can he score his first goal? He can! It's 1-0 to the Cosmos. 11 minutes in, a great through ball by Dani Alves and a great shot by Zardes, which is converted to his first goal of the MLS season. He didn't score in the first cup match, but he does score already, and he seems to be going for a top scorer title at the end of the season. It's Enzo Loyodice on the edge of the box. It's a great shot, but a great save from the Nashville goalkeeper. Loyodice also still looking for his first goal of the season. He was very unlucky in the first episode. Here's Smith. Smith with, oh, he shoots at the crossbar and the ball doesn't want to go in just yet. What a great shot. We might see a replay of the ball not going over the line. And here's Sardas first. Here's Campbell first. He's through, and once again a great save by the Nashville goalkeeper, who is definitely keeping Nashville into this game. And here's the replay. Ball definitely didn't cross the line. Very unlucky for a striker there. Nashville might have a counter-attack here with Aki Loba on the ball. Jackson is at the back, our second centre back. It's good play by Nashville, but a great interception by Chiellini, of course. And the ref blows the whistle for halftime. We were quite lucky there because Chiellini did lose the ball at the end there. But we are 1-0 up after 45 minutes. We did dominate them, but we still have just scored one goal, and Nashville were looking on the counter-attack, or were looking for the counter-attack at the end there. So we might need to get a second goal very quickly before we totally screw up this match. Oh, and it's a great turn by Sapong and they score! It's their first real shot on target and they immediately score a goal. It's a great turn by their attacker. Jackson doesn't look great there. Well chosen by Sapong to actually go and stand in front of Jackson instead of Chiellini, because Jackson is obviously a lot lower rated. But now we definitely need a second goal, because we do want to start our MLS season off well. So here's Jesse Zardes already from the kickoff, and he scores immediately. It's 2-1. The New York Cosmos are back in the lead, and it's Jesse Zardes with the second goal of the match and the second goal of his season. It's once again very poorly defended by Nashville, whose defenders have definitely let them down in this game. And we are seeing that Nashville is doing some substitutions, so let's do some ourselves. Martin can get in for Smith. Jones can once again go instead of... Let's sub off Loyodice this time. And let's sub in Niang for Jackson. Let's try out Niang. Maybe he can surprise us. And let's hope he can at least defend a little bit better than Jackson. And a great pass from the Nashville player. And a great interception by Cuesta, who actually also loses the ball. Here is a great chance for Nashville, but Mukhtar heads the ball over the goal. What a big chance for Nashville to score the equalizer. The extra time is over, but Nashville do have another free kick. But it's Davies who puts the ball far over the bar and far over the goal. And that's the end of the first MLS match of the season. The New York Cosmos went 2-1 with 2 goals from Jesse Zardes. The first 3 points are in, and it's a very good start to the season. Still a lot to learn from this, because we have to be careful for the counter-attacks really. But of course a great first goal from Zardes, who got a great pass from Dani Alves on his weak foot. But it's a great finish of course from Zardes himself. Of course there can only be one man of the match, and that's Jesse Zardes. 2 goals and a 9.1 rating. Dani Alves also with an assist. And Campbell once again with an assist. He is doing very well so far as well. And our next match is the biggest derby of them all actually. It's against New York City, who took New York Cosmos' place a few years back into the MLS by, I think it was, giving $100 million to get their place in the MLS, and the New York Cosmos couldn't pay that. So they took our place. Of course now the New York Cosmos are back in the MLS in this Create a Club series, but it's definitely a big derby that we must win. The Cosmos are currently in 3rd place, New York City are in 4th, they also won their first game. Atlanta United also won their first game and are in 1st place, which is great to see. And it seems like our starting lineup will be most of the same players. I'm going to keep Campbell in because he was very good so far, but I will keep an eye out on his energy levels because he doesn't look fully fit just yet. He only has 60 stamina, so that might be a reason. The New York City are playing in a 4-2-3-1 wide formation with Morales and Castellanos as their main players, I believe. This is gonna be a very interesting game because New York City do have one of the better squads of the entire league. But of course, it's the derby, we must win this game. Here it is, the first New York derby of the season. Of course, there's also the New York Red Bulls who we have to face. But it's a very important one to keep our winning streak going. Of course, it's just been one game, but it's a very important game in general and for the fans, of course. And here's Dani Alves. Can Dani Alves get to goal? He can score. He can score actually. I want to say he can shoot, but he can definitely score. Or it was Zardes who actually touched the ball later on. It's 1-0 to the New York Cosmos against New York City already. And what a start. A bit lucky of course. Let's see it in the replay. Dani Alves is going for goal. He is shooting and I believe Zardes just about touches the ball. He hardly touches the ball actually, but it counts as a goal for Zardes and that's his 3rd of the goal. And the keeper was completely shocked by the deflection, or by the little deflection actually. But it's a great start to the game already. And here's Zardes. Once again going through the defense of New York City. Can he get a cross on or a shot even? And he scores 2-0 already. It's Zardes' 4th goal of the season. And he seems to be a super striker to have in our squad. What a signing so far. Here's New York City on the counter. It's another great tackle by Jackson. And New York City still have the ball with Morales. Castellanos. He gets through the defense and he gets past the goalkeeper and it's 2-1. Castellanos scores his 1st goal of the match. And the New York City are only trailing by 1 goal currently. I was hoping Cameron could get to the ball there, but he just about doesn't get to it. And a great move by Castellanos to get past James, our goalkeeper. And that's very frustrating to see, of course. And that's a great long pass to Rodriguez from New York City. We have another attack here, and it's Castellanos who just hits the post. Another great chance, and it's the outside of the post. And it's half time. The New York Cosmos are still leading 2-1, but haven't seemed to be looking very good after the first 2 goals they scored. Oh, and it's a great move by Castellanos again. And a great tackle by Chiellini, who saves the New York Cosmos from conceding a second. What a tackle. Here's Loyodice with the interception to Dani Alves. Dani Alves on the edge of the box. And it's a goal. Very poorly goalkeeping from Johnson, from the New York City goalkeeper. And it's 3-1. The New York Cosmos are leading once again with 2 goals. Now it's actually the 1st goal of Dani Alves in this match. Of course, in the first half, Zardes took his goal. But Dani Alves does get on the score sheet. And it's indeed very poorly defended by the goalkeeper. No one gets to the ball and he just completely misinterprets that. And here's Smith for the New York Cosmos. Can he score another goal? No, he passes it to Campbell. Campbell with a great shot, but finally a great save by the New York City goalkeeper, who definitely hasn't looked great this game. It looks like Campbell is slowly running out of his energy, or his stamina of course. And let's bring in Powell for him, and let's put Martin in instead of Smith. And shall we substitute Daniel Alves off? Yeah, let's do that. He is also seemingly to be losing some energy, or some stamina of course. And let's put in Jones, who was very good in the first match of this episode. And that's not a great tackle by Chiellini, who gets his first yellow card. Not great timing, but we can get away with it for now. Here's Powell. It's 4 against 1. Can we finish it? It's Jones, but he gets stopped or blocked, and it's Martin who passed the ball back to Jones, and Jones can't get past the defenders. There was another great opportunity to score another goal, but it didn't work out. And now New York City is back on another counter-attack, and it's Chiellini. Oh no, he just got his first yellow card, and he now got his second yellow card, and it's a penalty. And it's a red card. Oh, this is not good at all. I was hoping he would make that timing perfectly with the standing tackle, but it isn't meant to be. Now the New York Cosmos have a penalty. Can James save it? He can! He actually saves it. It's still 3-1, and what a save by James. A big opportunity for New York City to get back into the game very late into this, but that's a very good save by James. And another save by James from the corner. I think he is our lowest rated player, or at least for the starting 11 of course, but he has done very well so far. And here's New York City again. And it's a great interception by Loyodice, who's sort of replacing Chiellini at the back currently. And it's another great save by James. You can definitely see the miss of Chiellini and the gaps that are opening at the back for the New York Cosmos. But the goalkeeper is keeping the Cosmos into this game. And that's the end of the match. The Cosmos win the New York derby against New York City 3-1. We did get the second yellow card with Chiellini, which of course ended up in a red card and a penalty. But our goalkeeper James saved it and made some other great saves. But also Jesse Zardes scored 2 goals. Dani Alves scored 1. It's a great start to this MLS season with 2 wins in 2 games. And seems like Jesse Zardes got the Man of the Match award for 2 goals, an 8.3 rating. Loyodice got his first assist as well, a 7.1 rating. Dani Alves has a 7.5 rating with a goal as well. Campbell did decent with a 7.3. Chiellini only a 5.9 of course. And our goalkeeper James has a 7.2. And it seems like we are on top of the Eastern Conference currently with 6 points. Surprising that no one else has 6 points, but that just means it's a very competitive league, I think. Our next match is against Orlando City, who are actually 14th currently with 0 points. We should get another 3 points here. And it's a new youth squad monthly report with Fabrizio Gil currently having 72 to 8 potential. Pavlenko having 86 to 94 potential. Brown having 88 to 94 potential. And also Ueda also having 85 to 94 potential. These 3 players are turning out to be fantastic. This is great to see, of course. So of course we did replace Chiellini, who has a 1 match suspension. And Niang is currently his replacement. Dani Alves has been given the captain armband. Rightfully so, I think. So let's see if we can get 9 points out of the first 3 games. That would be absolutely incredible. I have changed some sliders around currently. So hopefully it's gonna be a bit more difficult and a bit more challenging. Here's Jesse Zardes already on the ball. And he does get a shot off, but it's going wide. Great header from Roman to Smith. And here's Dani Alves. Free. Oh, and it's a fucking scorpion kick. What the heck? It's Dani Alves with an amazing goal. A great pass from Smith, or great cross. And it's a scorpion kick goal. Oh my days. That's possibly a goal of the season already. Dani Alves is just playing with this league. It's just a normal cross and Dani Alves just decides to do a scorpion kick. What a fantastic finish. And the goalkeeper definitely didn't expect that. And it's Dani Alves' second goal of the MLS season. Here's Orlando City with Facundo Torres on the left. And it's a great pass to Van der Water, who scores the equalizer. And that's almost straight from the corner. It's 1-1 currently, 30 minutes played, and once again a counter-attack that has led to the New York Cosmos conceding a goal. Of course we are missing Chiellini now, and it seems like we are seeing the issues that are happening at the back currently. There's Orlando City on the left, once again with Facundo Torres, the young Uruguayan talent I believe it is. And it's a great turn from Cara, from the striker of Orlando City, and he scores 2-1. Orlando City are in the lead, and that's definitely surprising. Once again another counter-attack, and what a turn from Cara to put Niang in his back pocket. What a turn. And it's half time. The New York Cosmos are, well, actually losing for the first time in this MLS season. 2-1 to 14th place Orlando City. It's not looking good so far, and I think I'm going to make a substitution. Roman hasn't impressed me very much, so I'm going to bring in Jones, and let's see, Campbell can go to the left. Jones can get in center mid, and I'm going to put Dani Alves as a right midfielder. So let's see if that is maybe improving our performance this match, because it hasn't been very good, of course, aside from the amazing goal from Dani Alves. Oh, and it's Pereira who's through for Orlando City. Can he score? Oh, he scores the third goal for Orlando City. One good touch, one good pass, and our defense is just nowhere to be seen. Here you can see it. One decent pass, one good touch, and Niang, the replacement of Chiellini, is definitely not having a good game. Awful defending. And it's probably time to make some more substitutions because, well, it's definitely needed. Martin is coming on for Smith. And do we want to try Daniel instead of Niang? I think we're going to do that. Yes, let's just try Daniel. And I know he's lower rated, but we have to change something. Oh, and it's a great touch by Van der Water, who gets past Cuesta, our left back. And it's Pereira who is passing it to Kara, and Kara passes it to Torres, who scores the fourth for Orlando City. It seems like replacing Niang as well isn't working either. So let's just use the conclusion that we definitely need Chiellini and Chiellini's experience at the back. And was once again just a good touch from Van der Water on the sideline. Our left back Cuesta with not a good tackle. And yeah, it's just very simple to open up our defense for the opponents. Oh, and it's another mistake by our defense. And once again Kara scoring. It's 5-1. Oh my god. Yeah, once again Van der Water on the sideline. It's a great interception by our defender. But he once again loses the ball. I think it was Cameron who lost the ball. But this is definitely a match to forget, I would say. And it's a great pass again and a good save from James. Once again, one good pass. And our defense is nowhere to be seen. And here's Zardes on another attack. Can he score? No, he can't. He shoots just past the goal. And that's the end of the game. The New York Cosmos lose 5-1 to Orlando City. The first place lost 5-1 to Orlando City. I know it's just 2 games, but it's definitely saying something that we do need Chiellini at the back. And of course, this beautiful goal from Dani Alves deserved a lot more from this match. And the best player on the pitch seems to be Smith, who got an assist. He has a 7.6 rating. Dani Alves scored the goal, a beautiful goal, but it ended up in a 6.8 rating. And yeah, Kara with 2 goals and 2 assists for Orlando City has a 10.0 rating and is the man of the match. Not that surprising. So we have currently played 3 games and other teams have played 4, 5 or even 6 games. I'm not really sure why or how this works, but our next game is against Inter Miami, who are in 6th place. We are currently in 8th, so we can try and overtake them. Of course, we can have the man, the myth, the legend, Giorgio Chiellini back in the squad. His suspension is finally over, and hopefully our defense is now better than last time, because it wasn't very good, to say the least. So this is the last game that I'm gonna play from this month. We have 2 games after this, which I will simulate just to make things go a little bit faster. But let's first play this match and let's try and get a win again. Here's Dani Alves with a pass to Smith. Dani Alves is going through himself. Can we get a shot on? It's a great shot too. It's a crossbar and it's Smith with the rebound, the header and the 1-0 for the Cosmos. For the New York Cosmos against Inter Miami. Once again, it's very early in the match, but that doesn't matter for us. It's 1-0 and a great timing from Smith to be at the right spot and a good header too. Oh, and it's a great sliding tackle by Loyodice, who gives the New York Cosmos a new chance to attack. It's a great pass by Smith to Zardes. Jesse Zardes, he hits the crossbar and it's another crossbar that we are hitting today. That's very unfortunate from Zardes to double the lead. We are still very early in the game as well. And it's a good pass to Smith from Jesse Zardes and the keeper saves it. Diop is the keeper from Miami and he gets his first save of the match. Let's do a short one. It's Campbell. He finds Roman on the edge of the box. Roman with his left foot and it goes just wide. And it's half time. It's 1-0 to the New York Cosmos. And it seems like having Chiellini back in the squad definitely helps a lot with the defense, as we haven't really had many chances against us. We just need to score a second and to close this game. And here's Roman trying to create an attack with Smith and Zardes, but here's Dani Alves who has a clear chance and he shoots wide. What a chance for Dani Alves, the veteran, the man with the many experience, and he just shoots wide. What an incredible miss. Oh, and Higuain is through our defense and the keeper can't get to it and the defender neither. It's 1-1. It's Gonzalo Higuain who scores for Inter Miami, and I'm very interested to see the replay. Chiellini isn't marking his man and Jackson isn't paying attention either. And it's James who rushes out of his goal but can't get to it, not even close. Now we definitely need to score a second goal. Inter Miami still have the ball. Here's Shea on the left. He's cutting inside. Can someone get to it? And it's 2-1. It's Ulloa who scores. And Inter Miami are all of a sudden leading. It's a great move from Shea from the left mid, and Ulloa just raffles that shot into the goal. Not great defending by Jackson, I have to say, and we might definitely need to get some better defenders in the winter or in the summer transfer window. And let's make some substitutions first. Martin can get in for Smith, Jones can go in for Dani Alves, and Cortes can get in for Cuesta, I think. And that's how I'm gonna do it. No, never mind. Actually, I'm going to keep Dani Alves in here. And Campbell is going to the left, with Jones is going in center mid in the spot of Dani Alves, with Dani Alves himself actually going to right mid. Jones on the left for Inter Miami, and they can create a very good chance for themselves, and it's 3-1 and the game is over. But somehow we are conceding goals like there's no defense. It's absolutely unbelievable what is happening here. And I'm very interested to hear your guys' thoughts, because what do you think I need to do? Do I need to get a real CDM instead of Loyodice, who is more of a centre mid? And Dani Alves is definitely not a defensive midfielder either. Or do I just need to get better wingbacks or another good centre back? Because we have now lost 2 games in a row, whilst Loyodice is trying to create a chance again, and it's Martin. And he shoots it right at the keeper. What a chance for Martin, but it doesn't matter in the end, because the New York Cosmos lose the 2nd game in a row. Now it's 3-1 to Inter Miami, and now we actually did have Chiellini in the squad, but we still managed to concede 3 goals, and that's a diabolical performance once again. And our best player was once again Jeremy Smith, who scores 1 goal and has a 7.5 rating. And that was a great chance to get ourselves back into a playoff spot, but it seems like we can't quite get to them just yet, whilst our next game is against Montreal Impact, and I think I'm going to sim it, as I said before the previous game. They are actually in 1st place, which probably isn't very handy to simulate. So I just found out that we actually have a 2nd goalkeeper who is 61 rated, and our 1st goalkeeper just turned to a 62 rating, although our 2nd goalkeeper is a lot taller, and he is 3 years younger, and he has a few better stats, so I think I'm going to try that out. James has been good so far, but I mean, Long does have the potential, or at least a few more years on James, which might help him in growth, and yeah, might just help our team in general after a while. So I think I'm going to sim this match against Montreal. I'm just going to do a normal simulated match, and if it all goes bad, I'm just going to jump into the match and just try and score a goal on my own. It's Montreal who, once again, just one simple pass and there is no one to defend them, and it's 1-0 to Montreal already. But we do have a chance right now. Let's try and jump in and score. And Zardes, it's Zardes, oh, and it's a great save from Breza, and that's annoying. I really thought that would go in, although we do intercept the ball immediately. And it's a great save from their defender. Oh, and it's a great through pass, but a great save by Long as well, who is having a good game so far. As Dani Alves is giving a great banner to the teammate, or to the defender actually. Can we put some pressure on the defender here? We can. It's Zardes who is through. He can pass the ball to Smith, he does, and Smith scores. It's the equalizer. It's 1-1 in the 39th minute, and it's well pressured by some of the attackers of the New York Cosmos. I believe it was Campbell and Zardes who put on some good pressure on the defender there, who absolutely screws it up. Great pace by Zardes as well to keep the defender behind him, and it's a great pass to Smith as well. And it seems like Montreal are kind of losing the control of this match as we are trying to build up another attack. It's Smith here with not a very good shot. I believe it was on his weak foot. So although we do have Roman who got the ball, but the ref blows for halftime. That would have been another great chance, but the ref blows for the whistle. It's 1-0 currently. Anything to play for, and Montreal are through. So we are going to quickly jump in. Let's see if Chiellini can still get the ball of Kyoto. It's Kamara, but we still don't have the ball. And Montreal are through. Oh, and what a great tackle by Jackson. That's excellent defending. Oh, and that's another great save by Long, who is having a great game so far. And I'm going to sub on Kama for the first time. I know it's not his real position as a right mid, but he does have quite good pace. I'm going to keep Smith on for now. I'm leaving it at that for now. And I just think I'm going to play the rest of this match as well. At least. Oh, and that's a great save by Cameron on the line, but we concede anyway. It's 2-1 to Montreal from a corner. It's Kyoto with the goal, and it's a rebound as well. Let's see the goal once again. Yeah, Wanyama clearly wins the header. Good save by Cameron. Keeper is out of his position, and it's a good shot from Kyoto, who puts Montreal back in front. But it's time to make a few more substitutions. Smith has played well so far, but Martin does always offer something. I'm going to put in Jones instead of Loyodice because I haven't been very impressed with Loyodice so far, which is quite disappointing, to be honest. As Martin is now trying to get up to the pitch, to the box, into the box. He shoots and he hits the post. Now that's annoying. What a great run from Martin. Of course, almost the #1 substitution when we do need a change, but he just hits the post. Now it's the last few minutes of the game. Martin is once again on the ball. He is into the box again and he shoots, and what a goal from Martin. In the 89th minute he scores the equalizer. What a fantastic finish. And he is definitely wanting to have a look at the starting 11 now. And a great little celebration as well. I have never seen that one, but I do enjoy that one. And the fans are going wild as well. And a great run from Martin. Once again just running through their defense, just like he did a few minutes ago. But now he doesn't hit the post, but he hits the top bins. Or almost the top bins at least. Can we try and maybe do something more in the last minute? Let's put some pressure on them. Of course, it's a bit risky to have gaps open up in the defense of us. And here's Kone going on the right wing. And here's a great interception by Cuesta. And I think the game must be over now. It is. 92 minutes have been played. And it's 2-2. It's a draw against the league leaders, which isn't too bad. Although we were in front once again. Our new goalkeeper Long did play very well. So credits to him. I think I'm going to keep him in the starting 11. And it's a goal from Martin, a goal from Smith, an assist from Zardes and another assist from Dani Alves. Long has a 6.8 as well. And it seems like Kyoto from Montreal got the Man of the Match award, a 7.3 with a goal as well. So our next match is against New England, who all of a sudden played a few more games now. They are now in 8th place and we are in 10th place, but still have 2 more games to play, or 2 more games to actually catch up. Once again, just use the visual sim option to get at least a few minutes of this game simulated. I'm hoping the players can do this game themselves and actually win. And this is also the last match of the episode, so let's try and end it on a good one. And it's a goal from Zardes. I wasn't really paying attention, I'm sorry for that, but it's a goal from Zardes and we are 1-0 in front in the 28th or 29th minute. And it's 1-1, I once again wasn't paying attention, but New England have scored, it's Carlos Gil, and I'm going to pay attention now, I'm sorry for that. Quite an eventful first half, to say the least, I think. Trying to look for a second goal, but they can't find it, as Jackson has made a good interception, and it's a good pass to... Let's see who it is, Zardes it is. And I think he's going to lose the ball to the goalkeeper already, and he is. He was just short, and it's half time actually. Not too bad, but we definitely do need an actual win today, because if we keep losing points, it's going to be more difficult to actually get into the playoffs, and I can't imagine actually not reaching that, because that would be, well, awful actually. Oh, and New England all through. And he is totally on his own. Can Jackson get to it? And it's 2-1. They immediately score from the chance. And now I definitely need to play the rest of the second half to try and actually fix this mess once again. And it gets past Chiellini, and now the ball is to McManamara or whatever his name is, and it's Buxa who scores. It's 3-1. Once again, bad defending, I think. But I'm immediately going to make some changes. And it's once again Loyodice who is taken off. I was just actually thinking of taking him off again for Jones. Let's put Martin in for Smith. Do we want to make a third straight away? Let's bring in Powell for Roman, because Roman hasn't been good either. And we are now 2 goals behind. We need some sort of miracle to actually get back into this game. Here's Jackson at centre back. He is still up front from the corner and he can't get a very good shot on. Although it wasn't terrible, it was a very good chance to actually score a second. And it's a great pass again, and it's a good save by our goalkeeper Long. And it's another good cut in from Ledgett from New England. And it's once again 4-1. And I'm starting to lose hope from this match. And here's Jones. He's at least creating more than Loyodice, which is telling something already. He doesn't get a good pass to Dani Alves. And here's Powell. Of course, a substitution, also wanting to show what he can do. And here's Campbell. And here's Campbell with a very bad second touch. That was terrible. And here's Martin. Can he do something? And here's Martin again. And it's a great save from their goalkeeper. With Martin once again being one of our most dangerous players. And here's Sardes in the last minute. He's trying to get some sort of consolation goal. And he passes. And he wants to pass it to Campbell. But the ref decides, no, it's full time. You don't get a second chance. Or you don't get a second goal. I have absolutely no idea why the ref is blowing the whistle. Although, yeah, sure, we lose 4-1, we weren't gonna win anyway, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. And it's Sardes, the highest rated player from our squad after this match, a 7.5 with 1 goal, and Campbell with an assist and a 6.8 rating. It's not very good, to say the least. Jackson and Cameron haven't been playing well, and Long doesn't have a very high rating as well, even though he has had a few saves, but I think we can look past that for now, because conceding 4, it's just not good from our defense either. So, and it's the youth squad monthly report again. Pavlenko is 60 rated and still has very good potential. Brown's potential went up and he now has 89 to 94 potential. Let me know in the comments below, by the way, should I promote him or not? Because he will be one of our higher rated players. I think that might make it a bit too easy, although we are struggling now a little bit. So just let me know in the comments if you would like to see me promote Brown to the first team. And we are now in 10th place still. We are now immediately 3 points off the next highest position in league table, which is 9th of course. Atlanta United in 7th also have 10 points. And Inter Miami are slowly trying to get ahead of everyone as they have 16 points. Orlando City were in 13th position just a few games ago, but they are now in 3rd place. New York City are well above us, which obviously isn't good. And our next game is against Nashville in the round of 16 of the US Open Cup. So let's hope we will win that one, but I'm going to leave that for the next episode. We also have a few more games against Colorado Rapids, against Chicago Fire and against Toronto SC. And then is when the transfer window opens. So please let me know in the comments which players I should buy. I'm thinking of maybe still buying a new goalkeeper, or maybe a more defensive midfielder, or maybe a better wingback, or maybe a good left mid. There are plenty of options to improve on. So let me know in the comments down below. Of course, keep it relatively realistic with the transfers. I don't really want another like veteran player, and we do have a bit of money, but I'm more thinking of looking towards young American players who actually still play in the MLS, or maybe some South American players, because there are a few good talents from there who did move to like Atlanta United, for example, in the last few years. So let me know in the comments below what I should do with that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely give a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel to never miss another episode, and I will see you at the next video.